Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your post 11-week recap brought to you by LegalPad, #1 in the power rankings since forever of notebooks, always 100%. It's absolute chaos in our leagues. Throw out everything you thought you knew, throw it out of the window, okay? Highlights from this week are #1 and #2 go down, okay? Absolutely. #1 and #2 go down. A river runs through it, and that's my Johnson with crazy good victories. Light that Blount up. And praise that Gordon need to regroup before playoff time, okay? That's all they need to do, just regroup. But, you know, the power rankings will reflect what happened in the week so far. The upside down making statements. Watch out for him. He is absolutely making statements in this league. Let's get right to it. The moment that you've all been waiting for. God, that music is just like medicine to my ears. Oh, get some. It's power rankings time. Okay? People are watching me from outside the window like, what the hell is this guy talking about? All right, here we go. Playoff standings. We got to talk about playoff standings in this one. Also, remember, themes this week are the tiers are based on Thanksgiving food. Any food group that you get during Thanksgiving is in this tiers. Here we go. Power rankings. #1 may come as a surprise, but I had to rethink a few things. Look at rosters, evaluate, do some assessing. That's my Johnson, #1. His point differential is 104. He is 8-3. He's the #2 seed, and he has clinched a playoff position. #2, a river runs through it. Plus 113, 7-4. She's fourth in the fourth in the playoff standings. She has absolutely tore it up. She keeps smacking people around, pow pow. Okay, and she is preparing well and coasting to the playoffs. I forgot to tell you. Let's back up. Those two are very important to get to at the beginning. That's actually a good pause. Because the next two in the top tier, there are 4 people again in the top tier. This tier is the best tier for Thanksgiving food. That is the leftover turkey sandwich. That's an underrated, but the top tier. Everyone loves a little mayo, a little turkey, maybe dark meat, white meat, doesn't matter. Maybe even a little ham, okay? Turkey sandwich. Leftovers, okay? That's the next day. Thanksgiving continues. It keeps giving thanks to you every single day. You get fat from the turkey sandwiches, okay? That's the truth. So #3 in this tier is Praise That Gordon. Whoa, what did I not hear? The top 3 teams did not include one person. Yes, it didn't. Plus 130, he's 7-4. He's #5 in the playoff contention. That's a dangerous situation to be in. And last in this tier, #4, like that Blount up, plus 140. He has the biggest point differential, but if you look at his roster, you start to see holes, and that's a problem moving forward, okay? 9-2, he's #1 in the playoffs. He has also clinched, so only 2 people have clinched. Now, into the second tier, only one person in this second tier, in the stuffing or dressing tier, however you want to refer to it. We know stuffing is one thing, we know dressing is another, and we combine them into one tier, the upside down, plus 92. He is 5-6. He is #6 in the playoffs right now. He's the last playoff team. He is, I guess what you would say, the last one in. Yeah, so that's what we'll talk about. #5, he controls his own destiny, and I love that term because that does not make any sense. Now, the third tier is a large one. We have a large one here. Now, this tier is based on something, and we have to exclude something else. Now, it is the mashed potato tier. Now, mashed potatoes are a key ingredient to the whole as a Thanksgiving. If you didn't have it, you'd wonder, what the heck? There are some opportunities for mashed potatoes. But if you throw gravy on that B, then what happens is it turns into a topper tier, a bigger tier, a higher tier. Higher is probably the right terminology. So this tier is the mashed potatoes and no gravy, okay? So mashed potatoes, a quality tier to be in because you still have a chance to be good, but you have no gravy, all right? No gravy on your mashed potatoes. #6, you can do it. -76 is his point differential. He's 5-6. He needs some help to get in the playoffs. #7, all hands on Decker, -19. She's 7-4. She's #3 in the playoffs. That is the last playoff contender as of right now. #8, Billy Fit or Not. -1. -1. She's almost a positive point differential. She is eliminated from the playoffs. That's a sad thing to say to my wife and my future baby, okay? But it's a true statement. I gotta stay true. And last in the mashed potatoes and no gravy tier, Janikowski FTW, -98. This might be the last week he is in the 3rd tier. He might get bumped down to the last tier at this point. He's 5-6. He needs a little more help. He can actually make the playoffs. And it doesn't matter. Listen, if you make the playoffs, that doesn't mean you're just in some sort of realm. The commish can still put you at the bottom of the tier. He doesn't care, okay? Does not care. All right? The last tier is a very special tier. This is the eliminated from the playoffs tier, and it is the gluten-free roll. If you ever bring a gluten-free roll to any of my Thanksgivings, I will take that roll, I will throw it out the window, and I will tell you to get out of my house, okay? So gluten-free rolls, get out of our house. This is disgusting. You have underperformed this year. It's absolutely gross. I can't hold any longer. I gave you chance after chance after chance. The rest of these teams are 3-8. They're eliminated from the playoffs. They cannot make the playoffs. The Starving Games coming in at number 10. She did win. In her win, she is still -200 point differential. That's actually hard to do. She's 3-8. Number 11, the Brady Bunch, 8-6. Just because you have Tom Brady doesn't mean your team's any good. Your other whole part of your squad is garbage, okay? 3-8. Then number 12, the bottom of the pit right now. Yes, he had auto pick at the beginning of the year. Yes, he's had some trouble picking up players, okay? But let's clearly define. He's also had injury issues now. AJ Green out and Giovanni Bernard out. What a devastation. This team is simmering right now in the pot of stew from crap. Okay? This is awful. This is a disgusting team. If you go look at his squad right now, it's god-awful, okay? Anyone would be lucky to play him next week, okay? Now, we have a new poll. It's talking about best Thanksgiving foods. You put in there whatever you want to put in there. Playoff implications. 3 games to look forward to. Commish versus All Hands on Decker. This is a statement game. Both teams are 7-4. Both teams are fighting for a spot into the playoffs. Both can be eliminated from the playoffs even though they have good records, okay? So take a look at that one. Then Janikowski, You Can Do It. The other playoff implicator one where someone can really jump into the playoff, maybe with a 6-6 record at 500. We can take a look at that. The last one is the Upside Down in the Starving Games. Now, the Starving Games has a chance, even though she's eliminated, to defect the Upside Down. But I will tell you, the Upside Down has absolutely played a fantastic game. Now, that's the power rankings. That's the playoff implications. One thing to remember this week, remember, Thanksgiving games on Thursday. Pay attention to your lineup. Set your lineups accordingly. No, there might be a problem. I don't want to hear a call Thanksgiving night. I'm trying to set my lineups. Commish, don't play that game. I will send you to the Director of League Conduct, and the Director of League Conduct will pat, smack you around. Okay? Signing off, the Commish.